Shalom, more praises be unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahasham Rachah Kodash. Double honor unto the elder apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone who are well. Salaki, and he taught us this truth. Mr. Bravi Ramesh Amar from GMS London. And pretty much, this is just a quick video because these kind of financial videos, I make them quite in depth. I usually do it on the laptop, but this is just a quick, short version. Pretty much dealing with the engineered, planned crashing of the economy to help bring in the new finance system to the world, because all world governments have pretty much accepted it, which is the final stepping stone before the final major prophecy in scripture concerning the mark of the beast, which will enable it to take place. Now, this is from over here in the UK. Now, the UK is a financial stronghold of the beast system. Okay. And we have this guy, Rishi Sunak, who has a financial background. He's now the Prime Minister over here in the UK. Now, what they're doing is they're trying to make it seem as if they can't control it, but it goes back to the narrative of order through chaos, and the chaos is indeed planned and engineered to the T, to the dot of the I and across to the T. So I'm going to read a little bit of this. It says, Politics latest, Sunak always said it would be hard to cut inflation, as Labour, which is another political party out here, warned surprise interest hike would hit ordinary families. The Prime Minister and Chancellor both insist the government's plans to tackle inflation is the right one, despite the Bank of England raising interest rates to 5%. But Labour attacks the Tories' record and offers up its own policy to help. Now, here's some key points. Obviously, as we just read, the Bank of England has increased interest rates to 5%. The scale, Ed Conway said the scale of rate rise is shock therapy for UK's inflation problem. Rate hike will heap even more pain on ordinary working families, says Labour. Downing Street steers clear of saying bank doing a good job. Grim forecast, Tamara Cohen. Grim forecast deemed realistic for some Tory MPs. So pretty much things are looking bleak. They're saying that average families is going to start, continue to feel and feel intensified pain, and the financial future's looking grim. Okay. Starmer rules, he's from the Labour, Keir Starmer. He rules out raising capital gains tax, as he says his mortgage will also go up, right? And like I said, in a longer video, I'm going to get into the finance of it, the actual numbers, if the Spirit wills me to do that. But in this video, I don't want to go too in depth into the analysis of the actual market and what's going on overall with the economy. I just want to get the key points, and the key points is, I'm sure you've gathered by now, the UK economy is experiencing increased inflation, and therefore things are getting harder. Okay. Speaking a short while ago, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said the government will remain steadfast in its course to curb inflation after the Bank of England hiked interest rates to 5%. Speaking at the Times CEO Summit, Mr. Sunak said the reason interest rates are going up is because inflation is too high and we've got to bring it down. Now, that's a typical politician's answer, and I haven't used water's wet and the sky's blue. Come on, man. People know why things happen, okay? The issue is what's the engineering behind it. Okay, but what they won't tell you is that all of this is just an act, okay? It's the gradual crashing of the economy to implement the next financial system and put it in place, okay? And he goes on to say this is something that makes everybody poorer. That's what inflation does. So they're basically letting you know, accept the fact that you're going to be poorer, you're going to have less money, the money you work for is going to have less value, you're going to be able to do less with your money, and you're going to struggle. And as we read earlier, you're going to feel more pain financially in your family. So your children will struggle, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your own personal finance, everything's going to struggle, okay? Right? So that's pretty much what's happening out here in the UK. But all of this is engineered, man. It's engineered, planned chaos, man. Order up chaos, order through chaos to introduce the next system. Now, this clip, I caught a little bit of it, but it was kind of late over here in the UK and I fell asleep. I was watching the elder Manata Akbar and he played this clip. He put it in the description box or in the live chat, one of the two, and I saved it. Now, I want you to have a listen to this. And this is World Government Summit, Pippa Malmgren on digital currencies. Now, hopefully the sound comes through. I've got it here at 38 seconds, but listen to the next few seconds of this.
Financial structure is to absolutely everything else. What we're seeing in the world today, I think, is we are on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one.
Yeah, see? And she said, I will say this boldly. I will say this boldly. We're about to abandon the traditional system of finance and banking and accounting and introduce a new one. Now, if it was working perfectly fine, all right, the people would raise their eyebrows. Well, why are you changing it? If it's not broken, don't try and fix it, all right? But the reason they're trying to quote-unquote fix it is because they're purposely quote-unquote breaking it, okay? This is why the inflation's going up and all these things are happening, and they're telling you people are going to experience more pain and finances and we all get poorer because they have to make it seem as if this financial system's not working so that they can introduce the next one. Play that again.
About to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one. And the new one, the new accounting, is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. In my opinion, we're going to need a digital constitution of human rights if we're going to have digital money. But also this new...
Yeah, in her opinion, but that's not going to happen. There's not going to be no digital human rights. It's going to be total control, you know. And I've been pondering upon doing a lesson upon this because I haven't done one like this in a while. But finances are about to become a hostile topic, man. Okay? Finances are about to become hostile. Blockchain, digital, okay? She said almost every, but it's not almost every. It's going to be every single transaction, yeah? Okay? The only thing you can start trading outside of that is if you buy gold and silver, like gold and silver pieces, and you say, you know, I'll give you this piece of gold or whatever. That black market type of thing, that's going to start happening again. But commercially and in every other sense, all right, you know, for your day-to-day living and transactions and payments, it's all going to go digital, man. Okay? That's just the be-all and end-all of it. And it's going to first be implemented by the CBDC thing, Central Bank Digital Currency, which is going to be the final stepping stone before the ultimate digitalization of everything, including money, which is the implantable RFID chip, which according to biblical prophecy is the mark of the beast. Okay, so there you have it. You got the World Government Summit and they're discussing these things, but nobody knows about it because they're pushing bullshit down your throat on your news stations at the 6 o'clock and 10 p.m. news. Yeah. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the door shall be shut in the streets. This is why, and the sound of the grinding is low. Grinding represents work. Jobs are becoming more scarce. You've got the AI thing. You've got machinery and robots taking over and fulfilling jobs. Banks are closing down because everything's going digital. There's no need for high street banks anymore. So jobs are going down, man. And the keepers of the house are the economists, okay? Because if you go back to the word in Greek for economics is oikonomia, which means household management, okay? So the ultimately, whilst trying to pull it off, they're scared, man, okay? Because they know that their agendas is them trying to achieve godlike status, man, okay? But for the everyday citizen, it's painful, right? The grinding shall cease, okay? And the daughters of music shall be brought low. All this mirth and stuff is going to get put to the side because life is going to go back to the bare necessities, man. People are killing each other over water. People are killing each other over toilet paper. We saw a glimpse of that in the C19 thing. People are killing each other for a moldy piece of bread. The economy is going to totally crash, man. Okay? And then they're going to give that lifeline, which is the chip. Okay? Now, when people are reduced to nothing, all right, anything seems like gold. Okay? When people are reduced to nothing, anything seems like gold. So a lot of people are going to willingly see the chip as a means of salvation and take it. Okay? And this is all a part of the causation. Slowly but surely, he's backing people up. He's backing everyone up, even us, the hopeful elect, into a corner. All right? But we believe that the Lord will deliver us from the corner he's backing us up into. Brothers oftentimes think, no, I'm not a part of society. No, we're all a part of society, man. We're all a part of the grid. We're all subject to what's going on right now. It's just that we firmly believe in the midst of all of it, the Lord will deliver us. We're not exempt from what's going on. We're going to be tempted, the hour of temptation. The chip will be offered to brothers as well, okay? But we will not take it. Abarat Azar, the Spirit stays upon us, and of these is elect, man. Okay, it's Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark and a right hand on their forehead. Okay, and that mark, you see, says here, the RFID microchip. The word for mark is charagma, which means an insertion. Okay, so there you go, man. That's what's happening. So things are popping off, man. And as with that, I'm out, man. Shalom.